Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to our power Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash, Kal Halalim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. That's in the ancient Hebrew saying all praises to Yahweh in the name of Yahushai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, for the world ignorantly called Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, for the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give the honors unto elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to all the brothers and out there pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. To all that believe in this gospel, shalom. I'm the brother Zach from Camp James, Jamaica, and this lesson, Laws in Uncharted, Why Not Eat the Wicked, is I remember having this conversation with this person, and in general, I'm seeing that people shy away from eating so-called white man or eating people in general, that they think it's a bad thing, but there's nothing wrong with eating. Is wickedness. If a person is wicked, which so-called white race, they are called the wicked. Let's get that real quick. I want to go to the book of Malachi 1 and 4. Hey, let me start at 1. This is Malachi 1 verse 1. The burden of Malachi of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. It says, I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. So here the scripture tells us the Most High hate, right? And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we know Esau is Edom. I'm going to prove that real quick. Going to go to Genesis, because Esau is basically the progenitor of the Edomites. So like, yeah, 31. Just give me a quick minute. It was 36 and 35 or 31. The king said, ruining Edom before the ruiner king away. So, what is that Esau is Edom? But I don't remember the verse. Genesis 36 verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. And that's it. Basically. There was another one still, but that proved the point. It says, thus dwell Esau in Mount Seir, Esau is Edom. Alright, that's it. Alright, so we know who is Esau, the Edomites, according to the scriptures, which Edomites also are called the wicked, and the Most High hate them. Back to Malachi chapter 1 verse 4 now. Reading back verse 3. I have hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the board of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord of indignation forever. As the scripture also said, I think in the book of what's that? If I'm mistaken, in Numbers. So the Most High have continual war with Amalek. You see me? So the Most High hate Amalek. Most High hate Edom. This is clearly saying that, and this is the Old Testament. We can get it in the New Testament, so to speak. And people that make those claims don't really understand what is the Old Testament or New Testament. Nonetheless, let's get it real quick. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 13. As it was written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. So, is it wrong to hate somebody? Is it wrong to hate a whole nation? Is it wrong for the Most High to love one nation and hate the other? God forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of Yahweh that sheweth mercy. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So the Most High even hardened Pharaoh's heart. So when he let the children of Israel go, so him can basically ultimately destroy Egypt and show him power. Verse 18. Therefore had he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he harden it. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who had resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that replies against God? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Had not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor, and another unto dishonor? So the Most High chose Israel, the nation of Israel, to be honored, and the nation of Esau, or Edom, to be dishonored. And that's just the will of the Most High. So the Most High make Esau for hate, and he make Israel for love. So there's nothing wrong in hating the so-called warriors, because the Most High hate them, and we don't have no good reason for love them either. All they have done was wickedness. The scripture says you shall call them the body of wickedness, because they were created to do wickedness. Therefore, they were created to be hated. It says, what if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. You see me? Alright, so one vessel, right, to honor, and one to dishonor, one to love, and one to hate. And we being sons of Yahweh Shem Yoshai, by default we're going to hate what he hates. Right? What's that? There's a precept will say. We're going to hate what the Most High hate actually. I don't remember it exactly. It says but this is Amos chapter 5 and verse 14. Seek good and not evil, that he may live. And so the Lord, the power of hosts, shall be with you, as he have spoken. Hate the evil. So you the scripture to the hate the evil. And you have evil people on earth, so hate them. Now you can't love an evil or wicked person. That don't make sense. If a person is known to do evil and not evil, then by default you're supposed to hate them. Would you love a murderer? Right? Would you love somebody who molest Pitney? No. You see me, I go hate them. And there's nothing wrong with it. You're not supposed to feel guilty for hating someone that has been doing nothing but wickedness on the face of the earth. Because if you don't hate them and you love them, then simple means that you're with the wickedness. It says hate the evil and love the good. That's the difference. You love the good. People are not saying people going to be all righteous on earth, but people are trying to push for righteousness. Then you love them. It says, an established judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord, Yahweh, that's his true name in the Hebrew, power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Right? And this was a man of the law, the heart, a man according to the Most High's mind. Let's get this real quick. In the book of Psalms 132. And running the wrong one. 139. So Psalms 139. And may start 20. It says, well, this is verse 19. It says, surely thou wilt slay the wicked. So surely the Most High will slay the wicked, and kill the wicked. Oh God, right? It says, depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. So Most High kill them. So yeah, what take on yourself from me in a companion with them. Like I said, come ye from among them and be separate. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? See, your people, because Scripture say haters of God. So if people hate God, you're supposed to hate them. God, the Most High hate them. And the Scripture say what? If the hand joining on, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So if I want team up with the wicked, so oh no, me not go hate you. Alright. Sounds like you're gonna get dished out upon judgment too. But it's just to solidify the point of there's nothing wrong with hating, you. Esau, so pagan Christianity, modern day Christianity tell you how you have to love your body. You see me? Right? But the scriptures speak different. When you say love your enemies, you actually tell you the enemies them. Right? The men of your own household. Because coming to the street, your people gonna basically be against you. Because them lack understanding. So maybe your family against you, your mother, your father, maybe your wife, or if woman have husbands, you don't understand this doctrine. Then you become your enemy, right? Your adversary. Because them lack understanding. Them is supposed to love, and the scripture says what is love? The keeping of the commandments. So it's not all about the mushy feelings. I will still execute love among our nation. For example, you see me, you're not going to take a man woman. You see me, you're not going to murder a brother. You're not going to thief from him. Those are actually keeping the laws. Because you say what? The law is, I don't want to butcher it either. So let's get it real quick. Romans. Romans 13 verse 10 says, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. So that's basically love. When you keep the commandments among your brother. You murder him, you thief on him, you covet him goods. You see me? You have sex with him wife. All those things, you look out for him better. Right, Scripture say, if your enemy, right, if you ask God straight, your thief, you say, finders, keepers, losers, weepers. There's something I'm so in Jamaica, I don't know if it's in universal. No. You see me? You know, see your brother once you take care of it, and when he come out, see it there. Right? That is establishing the law, that's love. Right, but when you come on to your enemy now, these nations, what Psalms 83, list them out. It's a different ball game. Not saying you're going to basically have sex with him wife or whatever. You see me? But these are our enemies. Well, basically what? Them you as what Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. Them set on slavery. And the scripture say any man basically thief a man, and sell him and he be found in his hand shall be put to death. Because murder, there's a difference between murder and kill. You have righteous reasons to kill. Right? Murder just mean what? Kill without a righteous reason. Because if me get one fowl right now and cut off head and, take off a feather and guts him and whatever and throw him in a pot because I'm hungry, that I kill the fowl. But is that murder? No. When I see one man I walk down the road and I don't like him, I give him a big stone, knock him out, kill him. You see me? That is murder. I kill without a reason. If a man run on me and try to kill me, right? I'm basically couldn't defend myself to his prayer and both about him and overthrow him and him dead. That's not murder, that's kill. Self-defense is a reason. Because in the law, then we know in the current text here, it said thou shalt not kill. But the correct word in the Hebrew should be thou shalt not murder. Because there's two separate words. You have a rag and you have the rat tazar, something like that. Sorry, I don't remember it fully. I think Ratazar, something like that. Right, for the word murder. Two separate Hebrew words. Right? Meaning two separate things. Murder, kill without a cause. Right, and these nations have basically declared war against us. So by default, them can get killed. Not saying they're supposed to take up a sword right now and chop off them head. No. But hating them, there's no wrong in that. Right? Because they have been complicit in having our nation in the current predicament. And none say it restore. So here the thing is David. Yep. Says the chief musician, a psalm of David. O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Alright, so go down to 21. Says, do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. So people hate the Most High, these nations, and hate the Most High. David says, I hate them too. That hate thee. And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. And that's how it's supposed to be. If we're servants of the Most High and you have people that come up against your own house, come against the Most High, then what kind of friendship you have with them people? People being persecuted in the nation. How people fear or feel at points to acknowledge the so-called white man for what he really is, the devil on this earth. So, oh no, you have good white people, show me one. And we don't go by skin color. In actuality, we go by nation. You see me? So if you see a so-called good white people, chances are it's actually an Israelite. Right? Because again, your skin complexion have nothing to do with the nation. John F. Blumenbach came up with that bullshit. But before that, that was never ever the case. And last one, go down go listen upon that. You see me? Alright? Our precept here is this is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach chapter 12 and verse 6. For the Most High hated sinners, and will pay them and will pay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. Right, and precept, I'm try to remember, I think he said, for the Most High hated sinners, and they that love him, or they that fear him, love it not. Or the Most High hate all abomination, and they that fear him, love it not. You see me? Let me see if we can just do a quick search real quick. Oh no, it's a different one still. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 17 and 26. Turn again to the Most High, and turn away from iniquity, for he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health, and hate thou abomination vehemently. The scripture also says, if a man like mankind as he lied with womankind, basically it's an abomination. So there's nothing wrong with hating faggots. You say, oh no, people too, love is love. No. Love are the fulfillment of the law. The law say, yo, if a man lie with man as in lie with woman, he's supposed to get put to death. Right now, it's saying you're supposed to kill them now, because waited on the Lord for rise up. You see me? Right onto the prey. Right? So when your shall come on, they show judgment. Until then, you're waiting patiently. But no matter if you say you're like a fucker. You see me? Or, oh no, a female life. No. Hate it, abomination, wickedness. So if a man a trouble little pitney, you're supposed to love him or like him. Yeah, I hate that man. What if I even you're a pitney? But you don't need to reach up far, yo. You see me? There's nothing wrong in hating wickedness. There's nothing wrong in hating evil people. Is him again? Why would you love them? Alright, so that's the lesson really. Hope it is edifying to like out there. Giving all praise to Poor Yahweh, Shem Shai, Shem Kakadash. The one is unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to the full like. Shalom.